What's going on, Facebook? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Going to get started here in just a second. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Monday. All right, I have an exciting episode for you guys tonight. I'm a little bit tired, even though, don't tell anybody that I get tired. But I am a little tiny bit tired, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. Linda, what's going on? Pierre, see you logging on. Andre, what's going on, man? All right, cool. All right, so we're live here on both YouTube and Facebook, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm a little bit tired here in just a second. But I want to welcome you guys first. If you're new and you've never been on one of these webinars before, you were invited by somebody, then welcome. If you are, let me just check shit. Hold on a second. Always technical challenges, man. So if you were invited here by somebody, then I want to welcome you. You're going to learn some stuff tonight that you probably have never heard anywhere before. And I'm going to talk to you about making a lot of money online and why this is the best education and income opportunity that exists online. And I'm going to give you some reasons why, because you've probably seen, if you're following me at all in your, where you're invited here by somebody else, and you're probably, you've probably looked into other stuff before. You're probably an entrepreneur. You're probably somebody who's, wanting to make money online. You're probably somebody who wants to kill the 9-to-5 or fire the boss, or, just create a lifestyle that's second to none. One that allows you to do what you want and be financially free. And there's a lot of different opportunities out there that that we see on a daily basis, especially with the internet now. There's like a million things that happen and come across our desk every single day. And so I want to talk to you about some truths, because the reason why I'm a little bit tired right now is because we just finished up 3 days in Tampa, and we had 100 people from all over the world who at one of our high-end masterminds, and I think over 7 countries were represented in the world or in the room, which is pretty significant because people are getting a lot of value from what we're doing, right? And if you've gotten value from what we're doing, or you're involved in what we're doing, then drop a comment below, right? Hit the like button, let people know, give some social proof, and let people know, right? Because this is not about me. It's not just about me. Although I'm the one who hosts these webinars and who gets on and gives you guys the scoop. So we had 100 people in a room who flew in from all over the world, and we had one of the most epic weekends that I've ever seen happen before. And there were not only breakthroughs, there was learning, there was speakers that came in that dropped massive nuggets in value. There was connections that were made. There was a true mastermind that was created. And that's what we do at Legendary Marketer, right? We create true value in people's lives and give them tools that they need to be able to succeed in life and business, and in particular, digital marketing business, right? And so if you were at that event this weekend, then drop a comment below and leave a comment about what your experience was, or just a couple of words if you want to keep watching. And so I want to give you guys some perspectives about, first and foremost, how we gave so much value, why we give so much value, why we're so different, and also how we helped people earn over $500,000 in the room this weekend, right? And the reason, the way that we did that was just very specifically, we sell products and services. We sell digital information products, we sell events and masterminds, and we pay commissions on every single thing that we sell. right? Let me be very clear about that. There's a lot of, and I want to give you the transparent perspective into what happens online, right? I'm going to tell you why Legendary Marketer is so different. First and foremost, the traditional way of buying shit online is that a bunch of gurus get involved in coordinate a super launch. And that super launch pushes tons of people into a typically a webinar or a 4 video series, and whoever the guru is who's hosting the launch collects tons of email addresses, tons of sales. Those affiliates, all those gurus who promoted that product launch, get paid on the promotion on the huge launch. And then the guru who's hosting the launch takes all of those leads and all of those customers, and then goes in now those customers are a part of their business, and the rest of the affiliates who promoted that launch never get paid if one of those customers that buys anything in the future. In other words, if you're an affiliate, because there's a couple of different ways that you could get started online, right? You could create your own products, you could host your own masterminds, you could host your own events, you could have your own coaching program. And it doesn't really matter what niche you're in, right? It doesn't matter what niche you're in. If you're in, dog training, if you're in internet marketing, if you're in accounting, you can create coaching programs, you can sell your services, you can hold masterminds, you can create digital products, right? But the truth of the matter is that shit is pretty hard to do, right? It's just hard to do. It's hard to put all of the pieces together, which is why most people, they may get started, but they don't get finished. And so what most people do when they want to get into the digital marketing space and they want to build an online business, they become affiliates of a company, right? Or of some guru. And they'll get an affiliate link, and then they'll start promoting that affiliate's products. But the problem with most affiliate marketing is, and the problem with most gurus and most human beings in the professional business space, is that once you go as an affiliate and promote something to one of these businesses or gurus' product line, you may get paid one time, but you won't get paid in the future over and over and over again whenever somebody buys something. Let me just really try to repeat this so I'm clear about why Legendary Marketer is so different. Is because if you choose to promote other people's products, which is the fastest way to get started as an online digital marketer, me promoting your products, me promoting some product on ClickBank, me promoting some product on JVZoo, if I choose to go that route, then I'm going to get paid on the first sale, but I'm not going to get paid on the rest of the sales. So you end up doing a whole lot of work. You're generating all the traffic. You're sending all the leads. You're doing all the work. You get paid on the first sale. And then what happens most of the time is that person who's hosting that product, who you're an affiliate of, they go and they sell products on the back end that you never get paid for. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, type "makes sense" in the comments. Because my goal is to really give you a behind the scenes perspective about what actually freaking goes on in the internet marketing space. Just like it would be nice if we sat down with a stockbroker who really didn't bullshit us and gave us a behind the scenes perspective about what happens in the stock market. But it's really difficult. You might come across somebody 1 in a million who's going to sit down and shoot straight with you about how the damn stock market works, which is why most people, why I don't mess around too much with the stock market, because it's full of just salespeople who are just getting a commission off of selling a stock, period. Okay. So at Legendary this weekend, we helped people earn, we did $500,000 in gross sales. Now that's not collected in net yet, because we've got some financing stuff and some things that we're working out here over the course of the next week or so with some of the partners, the strategic partners that we have. But we did $500,000 in gross sales, and actually almost 600. So say 500 nets out collected, then we will end up paying the majority of that back to the members, right? And it doesn't matter if somebody referred somebody into Legendary Marketer and didn't come to the mastermind, it doesn't matter if somebody referred somebody into Legendary Marketer and hasn't built the business in 3 months or 6 months, and it's 6 months old right now. So it doesn't matter if somebody is not engaged or not involved. Our integrity of if that particular customer was coded to you, meaning that you spent the money to drive the traffic, if you spent the money to generate the lead, if you did the work to generate that customer, right, to put them into our sales funnels and then they converted into a customer, even if they only bought the $30 upfront product, that is your customer for life. For life. So if you have a customer that down the road, 6 months down the road, right, as long as you're properly licensed in a specific product line, right? If you have a customer down the road 6 months or 9 months or 12 months down the road who buys something, that sale is going to go to you, right? And if it doesn't go to you, we're not a multi-level marketing company, but that sale will pass up to the next qualified person at that particular licensed product, right? And I've been running this specific business model now for almost 8 years, and I've helped people earn over $150 million in business. And I would quite frankly still be running my last company, but my partner and I's vision just didn't align, right? There was just some things that I just couldn't move forward with, right? Just some things that we couldn't get along about. And I had to make the tough decision, along with some health challenges that I had, to go in a different direction. And unfortunately, that company didn't pan out for him, and I had to start another one. And now I'll run this company for the next 100 years, right? Because I'm a long-term guy. I'm an LTR guy. I'm a long-term relationship guy. And I'm building a company here just as the facilitator. It's not about me, but I'm building a company for you as somebody who's just getting started, for you as somebody who it has a dream, for you as somebody who, wants to have a future that looks different than your past. We're setting the infrastructure in place in a way that has integrity, in a way that has transparency, in a way that has truth and honesty, in a way that has education that you've never experienced before. I may be a little challenging to some people. I may drop a fuck bomb here or there, or say shit, or say damn, or cuss, or offend somebody, but you can always guarantee that I'm going to give it to you real and raw. I'm going to give it to you real and raw, right? And if that's not okay with you, if something about my personality or something about one of our members or leaders or coaches' personality doesn't jive with you, we're okay with that, right? It's not for everybody, right? But I would rather make you rich than make you like me, right? And what happens is most people who are real end up liking me, right? Because they appreciate the realness, and people who want to be coddled or patted on the ass or, given some, they want to be, hyped up and, respected and they want everything to be proper. Well, they end up on the dog and pony show, which is exactly what I said at the beginning of this live stream, this webinar tonight, which is basically chasing the dragon all through the business opportunity space, joining this and joining that. There's so much bullshit out there on the internet right now. There's rev share programs. There's Ponzi schemes. There's pyramid schemes. There's there is more dishonesty and bullshit out there that I just absolutely want nothing to do with, right? And there's a difference between playing the short game and the long game, and just what we're playing here is the long game, right? And so right now, up until this point, we've done a few $1 million in sales, building a strong foundation, building a solid platform that everybody can build on. We just released a new back office. And, the truth of the matter is we've done everything that we've done. We've paid out almost all of the money back out to the members, right? We've paid there's not hardly a single member that hasn't taken some action that hasn't gotten some result, whether it's in our traffic programs, whether it's just because our funnels convert better than anything else. There's not hardly a single member that hasn't taken some action, right? Not a ton of action, not, 18 hours a day action. There's not a single member that hasn't taken some action that hasn't gotten some result, right? And the truth of the matter is that if you take some action with Legendary, you're going to get some result, and over time, those results are going to compound, and eventually those results are going to get even better and better. in particularly over time, because this is a 6 to 12 month sales cycle, which means that because our product packages are so high, of course, our affiliates are going to see some people that are converting early in the game, meaning that some people are going to come through our onboarding and sales process, and they're going to convert into our higher end programs and our masterminds. They're going to convert in the first 2 or 3 weeks. But some people, and you can mark my words on this, some people are going to get involved in what we do, okay? And then they're going to say, you know what, I'm going to go because this is my pattern. I'm going to go and I'm going to try other things, just like people who hop around in different jobs tend to hop around in different jobs. The same thing with entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, most of the time, they get involved with something and then they say, well, you know what, the other thing over here is better and it looks shinier and it looks like better opportunity, so I'm going to go over here and then I'm going to get involved in this. And then before they know it, they're in 10 things and they realize that Legendary Marketer was the best fucking thing that ever happened to them. So they come back because they realize that Legendary Marketer had more integrity, had more transparency, had more opportunity, our funnels convert better. And at the end of the day, it's better, even if you can make, you know, a quick buck here that's not going to last. It's better to build your business the smart way, the long-term way, with people who you know are going to be there, who are going to invest in you, who are going to have your back, who are going to be honest with you and not bullshit you and tell you the truth, right? It's better to be around those people and get rich quick if you can, but get rich in a stable, sustainable, safe way, long-term, than it is to just ride the guru bandwagon, buying the next hottest product launch, getting involved in the next stupid-ass Bitcoin or RevShare program, right? Going around, messing around with some of these dumbass companies and dumbass people who are running these companies who don't know what they're doing, who have no integrity, who is all they're doing is just doing copycat bullshit, right? Of real trendsetters like us, right? Because here's the deal. One of the reasons, and I'll be straight up and honest with you, one of the reasons why I don't even like to talk that much publicly or on social media anymore is because there's more dumbasses who just want to try to copy what I'm doing than want to try to get involved, right? They would rather try to compete, which they don't really stand a chance. They would rather try to compete than collaborate. So I don't even reveal my business plans. I don't even reveal my next move. I don't even give them the pleasure of understanding or knowing what we're doing at Legendary, because I'm not giving away free advice to people who aren't on the inside. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going out and writing, 10-page blog posts for people, because the truth of the matter is that there's more damn copycats and wannabes out in the marketplace who don't know what they're doing, who are just simply copycatting people like us, people like me out there. It's been happening to me for 6 or 7 years. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just calling it like it is, right? Call a spade, okay? So the truth is that what we do and what I'd rather do and what I prefer is people who invest in people who collaborate and keep people who get involved with Legendary. We will create the most independent group of entrepreneurs that has ever existed in the online marketing space. I already know it's a fact. It's already done. It's already being created. Not a bunch of dependent, sucking on the nipple ass people who, the company owners or the leaders want to try to control them and want to try to get them to do what they want to do. I don't fucking need people. I don't need somebody I don't need to control people. I would rather lift you up, right? Because if I leave the door open and give you all the information that you need to go out and do it yourself, most of the time, right, if you do go ahead and go do it yourself, awesome. Like, I'll celebrate you. But most of the time, you're going to realize, holy fuck, what Dave's done is hard as shit. And I'm just going to collaborate with him and we'll make 2 million or 3 million together instead of me going off and making 250 million by myself, right? Because what I've realized is when you get A-plus players and you get independent warriors and you get true entrepreneurs who really have each other's back, right? And who really have each other's best intentions in mind and really want each other to win, then you create magic. You create magic, right? And that's the business that I'm in, is creating magic, right? And the truth is that a lot of people, they look at me and they've wondered, like, what is the secret? What is the magic to all the success? it's just, it's, you can't explain it. It comes from right here, right? It comes from right here. It's not about it's not about the system. It's not about the strategy. Yeah, we have the best technical platforms in the entire marketplace. The majority of the time you get involved with some business opportunity, or you get involved with some, network marketing company or something, you log into their back office, it is shit, right? Well, the truth of the matter is that I love a quote, and I shared it this weekend, that if you're not embarrassed by the first version of a product, then you launch too late, right? So at the beginning of Legendary, we threw together a back office that got us off the ground. Now, nobody ever complained. Nobody ever said anything about it. But to me, it wasn't good enough. I wanted to have the best back office in tracking tools, in product delivery, in membership area, and all of the best user experience that somebody could possibly have. But you know what? We didn't wait until it was perfect. We went ahead and launched, helped members earn a couple of $1 million. And then now 6 months later, we just launched our brand new back office, and we have now the best platform, the best back office area, the best members area of any company in the entire marketplace. But that's still not our secret. Although our funnels convert better than any other funnels out there, right? The truth of the matter is most people come to me and my partners to consult with us on finding angles for their sales videos, right? It's just a fact, right? Because I've been building sales letters and sales conversion tools for this marketplace just because I got a gift to do it, right? For the past 8 years, right? My last company, we did $150 million in just over 2 years, right? I wrote almost every single piece of that copy. I'm not taking any power and influence and skill set or talent away from my previous business partner, but I wrote the majority of all the copy, right? Just a fact, right? Created the sales letter that brought in the first 10,000 people. Again, not to take anything away from anybody, because I truly believe that I've been connected to some of the most talented people in the world, and I'm thankful for everybody in my journey. But the facts are the facts. And over time, when you see somebody consistently delivering, because here's what you can do. In this industry, it's small enough that you can watch somebody for a couple of years and figure out who they are, if they are who they say they are, right? And for me, I've guarded my reputation. I've guarded my integrity. I've always done the right thing. And one of the reasons why I'm on such this kick tonight is because I'm so blown away. I'm so blown away by the value in the experience, in the feedback, and the happiness of our members, right? I'm so blown away. And then I go and I hear horror stories about what other people experience in other things, right? What other people experience with other leaders, what other people experience with other companies, what other people experience at other events. And it's just sickening, right? I can't even imagine it, right? Because our number one priority is, it's actually not to make people money. It's to do the right thing by our customers and our affiliates, right? Now, when we do the right thing by our customers and our affiliates, meaning always honor them, always honor the referrals, always make sure that they earn when something's sold, always freaking, take care of them, right? Always make sure that they're in on the profits, right? If we do right by the members and we combine that with our skill sets, which is an amazing ability to be able to sell and market. That's why we're called Legendary Marketer, because there's a whole bunch of companies out there that are temporary. There's only one that's legendary. Whole bunch that are temporary. Trust me, there's only one that's legendary. Okay? So there's all of these temporary companies out there. There's all of these temporary people out there, right? Who are, and I believe that it's a matter of responsibility, right? I believe that owning a company like this, where people invest their hard-earned money and get involved in something where their family's future and their family's dreams are on the line, I believe that that's an unbelievable amount of responsibility. And I believe that that's ought to be taken seriously. And I just know that most people don't have the experience or don't take it seriously. It's kind of like a doctor who doesn't have the knowledge and the skill sets, the experience in the ER operating, right? It's just not right. It's not ethical. And so what we're doing here is it's an amazing amount of responsibility, and it's taken and handled with care, with the utmost care, with the utmost responsibility, right? And so I guess that's, to me, it's everything, right? It's the most important thing, and it will always be the most important thing. And so what I want to tell you, if you're, and before I invite you, whether you're, have not been engaged, because over the course of the next 30 days, I'm going to be constantly in your face, re-engaging you, reminding you that whether you're involved or just sitting on the sidelines, reminding you or introducing you to the fact that what we're doing here at Legendary is unlike anything else out there online. It just is. It's just, there's nothing else that's like it, right? And there's a reason why I say that, because you cannot replicate the heart and the personality and the level of knowledge and experience that we have here, okay? In the level of skill set that we have inside of our that translates into our marketing funnels and our products and our events, okay? So you can't replicate that stuff. It's just, it can't be replicated. There will be people who copy things that we're doing. They'll watch us, which is why, again, I don't share that much stuff on social media anymore, is because just people aren't just going to copy what we're doing for free. They're going to have to work for it. But I say, I before I invite you and re-engage you, what I want to tell you is that, we've done what we've done with just regular people who have not had any success before. Most companies, and this was sort of a mission of mine when we started Legendary, was that, I wanted it to be, I wanted the success, the $1,000 here, the $5,000 there, the $10,000 here. I wanted that to come from people who had never had success before, not people who had a huge list, right? Not people who had, had made $500,000 or $1 million in previous things. I had people who were huge leaders in previous companies that I had owned, and people who I knew throughout the industry that tried to join, that wanted to get into our Facebook, and I didn't even let them in. And I have proof of that, right? You can ask Julie, our operations director. There was about 15 big leaders who found their way somehow into our Facebook group. Maybe they were on our list or something, and I never even approved their request. And the reason why was because I didn't want that. I didn't want just the same old dog and pony show. I didn't want just the same old faces that you always see up on the leaderboards, up on stage. So I made it about the people who were on my list who wanted to win, who had not won yet. Right? Like Sean Lowry, for example, who just commented that he made his first $1,000 online with Legendary. Sean Lowry is somebody who was just at our mastermind group, one of my favorite guys. He's from North Carolina. He's a logger. He's a timber cutter, and he's got a southern draw that just will make you just heart palpitate, right? It's just the best thing in the world. And this guy, a year ago, I was doing an event, and he sold his car to come and be at that event, right? And now this guy's on fire. He made his first $1,000 with Legendary. He's not where he wants to be yet, but he's on his way there, right? And that's what this is about. It's not about, getting somebody who's already had massive success, more massive success. Sure, that's eventually going to happen. But my priority is, right? My priority is people who have never had success, people who have the hunger, who have the desire, people just like you who are on this live stream, right? Happy says made her first $1,000 as well, right, with Legendary. So it's all of these people who have this hunger, have this heart, have this desire, have this drive, have this willingness, have this passion, have this humility, have this teachability, right? To want to come in and listen and learn and follow instructions and take responsible, ethical guidance, right? Guidance that they can trust, guidance that they know is real, guidance that will set the expectations straight. See, I've never gone anywhere in any of my marketing and promised tens of thousands of dollars overnight. I've given lots of, because sales videos just don't convert unless you give lots of proof, right? So in my sales videos and my front-end sales videos, there's tons of proof about my past results and results that people have got. but nowhere in any of our marketing material, in any of the words that I say on webinar, from stage, one-on-one, you'll never find it in Facebook Messenger, you'll never find it in a personal conversation with me. Do I promise people overnight riches? Do I promise people any specific income details? What I do is I don't talk about it, I just be about it, right? I create in my team, right, which we have the most unbelievable team here at Legendary. And many of you guys came down to Tampa this weekend and you met them back in March as well. Julie, our operations director, is the best, and our customer support manager. Couldn't survive without her. Carol, our events and accounting, just works like nobody's business. Jason, who's behind the scenes, working on our technology. Adam and our coaching team with Bill and Andy. I mean, these guys are the best. Anthony, these guys have worked their asses off. They are the best in the business, right? And when you have a team like that, and when you have on real authenticity like this, right? And when you just keep it real, and when you just give people real knowledge, and I'll give you an example of this real knowledge that I'm talking about, combined with these other things that creates this magic that is intangible and you can't replicate, right? We did this event this weekend. We released a couple of products, and I sold from stage. Oh my God, yeah. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. What I can tell you is that our masterminds and events, nobody else sells there, but we sell products that members can earn commissions on, right? Anything that's sold, you can earn a commission from, right? And so I sold, and throughout the entire sales process of me pitching and presenting products and offers from stage, I not only let our members know that I was going to be offering something, but as I offered and presented and sold, I did the presentation and then went back and broke down the entire presentation, including the entire day, step by step by step, including everything that I did, exactly how I framed it, why I built the presentation the way that I did, why I said what I did, important things to pay attention to about how I did it. And my little phone thing here just almost fell. And was completely transparent because, again, this is about earning while you learn, period. This is about earning while you learn. This is not just an income opportunity. And the problem with most business opportunities and online education and income opportunities is that you don't actually really, they may say you do, but you don't actually earn while you learn, right? There may be an income opportunity to where you can earn something. And in other cases, there's not an income opportunity, but there's a learning opportunity where you can learn something, right? You can go through a guru's course for 6 to 8 weeks, that then turns into 6 to 8 months. And at the end of that 6 to 8 months, you're still lost and don't know what the hell you're doing. And by the way, you got to go out and do it all on your own. Nothing there is done for you, right? So what we've done is completely different than anything else out there. Is we've actually legitimately given you an opportunity to, yes, both earn, but actually learn some real shit, like some actual marketing, like not just some bullshit half-ass, I'm going to give you just a piece of the pie, not just some half-ass, here's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, but not T, U, Z, W, X, Y, and Z, or T, U. It's like what am I, ninth grade dropout? I can't even say the freaking ABCs. The point is that you get A through Z, right? You get A through Z, right? Shout out to Ryan McGinn, who came out and dropped some massive knowledge on the stage this weekend. Appreciate you, brother. So again, we've got the income opportunity. We've got a real true opportunity that we're currently paying out every single month, hundreds of thousands of dollars back out to members. But and we're just in our infancy, right? And we're not trying to outgrow ourselves, because one of the problems, one of the things that most people don't understand is you don't want to grow too fast. You want to grow in a controlled way to where you don't blow up your merchant accounts, to where you don't go and you can't scale your team fast enough, right? You want to make sure that you have a solid foundation to scale your company, right? That's one of the things when we say build, grow, scale. Most people just, especially in the biz ops space, they really don't understand that in order to scale a company, you have to do it controlled and slow, right? If you want to do it right and want it to last a long time. And these are just some of the lessons that I've learned over the years. So we have the income opportunity, but we have a learning opportunity that's unlike anything else, right? Because you're learning from people who have done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. You're learning from people like we had the legendary Dan Henry come out this weekend, right? One of the hottest, if not the hottest, Facebook advertisers on the planet right now. We had Ryan McGinn come out, who's in the fashion space, who's absolutely dominating in the men's fashion space, right? Who's creating a digital community and training men how to dress better and have more style. We had Larry Beecham, the legend. Many of you know him back in the day as the Stone Cold Millionaire. This guy's the best of the best, right? He's a legend, right? He is truly legendary, right? I left my heart on the field, right? Gave everything that I could, right? Gave everything that I had in the time frame that we had. And the interesting thing about our masterminds is we're redefining the definition of all of these terms in the internet marketing space. We're truly redefining them. We're redefining the definition of a mastermind, right? Most masterminds, you come and you're involved for, one event, which are the worst, right? Don't call it a mastermind if it's just an event, right? Or it's a couple of months, 6 months, 12 months. Our masterminds, once you come in and get a membership to our mastermind, it's a lifetime mastermind, which means that you get to come back, right? You pay a small seat deposit, which is a few $100s, right? After you pay that initial mastermind membership, the first one you come in is covered. Any other one, you're paying a very small seat deposit, but you're not paying the thousands of dollars that the membership costs. That's a lifetime membership. That's a true mastermind. That's an actual real mastermind. That even if you're not involved or don't come for a year or two, guess what? We're going to still be putting them on, and you can come back later, right? Or you can come back to every single one. Redefining the entire definition of earning and learning in the digital marketing space. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys, okay? I'm going to tell you that if you're on the fence about Legendary, get the fuck off the fence, right? Get involved, get engaged, figure out exactly what we're doing, re-engage your subscription, get on board right now, right? Engage yourself in what we're doing, because the truth of the matter is there's just nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing as passionate. There's nothing as transparent. There's nothing as powerful. There's nothing as real. There's nothing that has this much opportunity to where you can earn $23,000 per customer. Yeah, I said that again, $23,000 per customer. There's just nothing out there that's like this, right? And do it in a safe way. Do it in a way to where the company is going to deliver on every single thing that they sell. Do it in a way that 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 customers are not going to be pissed off. But one of the biggest problems with selling high ticket, big ticket stuff is people aren't happy with it, right? People aren't happy with the shit that they buy. They realize that they just got charged 5 or 10 or 20 or 30,000 bucks, and they're not happy with it. Well, we charge people $5 and $10 and $20 and $30,000 for things now all the time, and people are thrilled. They would have paid more just for the value that they got from the products. Not even including the income opportunity, right? Not even including the ability to earn up to $23,000 per customer, okay? So different. Nothing's like it, okay? Nothing's like it. And this is not a guarantee or a lure or bait for you to come in, me telling you that you're going to get rich, because this is going to be the hardest thing that you ever do. Being an entrepreneur, in case you haven't guessed it, is the hardest thing that you're going to ever do. It's going to require you, and if you get started right now, today, and if you're watching this, you should click a link, private message whoever shared this video with you, and get their link. But if you do this, when you do this, it's going to be the hardest thing that you ever do. It's going to be something that you're going to have to grind through the beginning. It's going to be something that you're going to have to put in the work. It's going to be something that you're going to have to sacrifice. It's going to be something that there's going to be some shitty days and some long nights and some early mornings, and you're going to get pissed off, and you're going to be, you're going to be fighting through things and breaking your head through walls, and you're going to be cussing stuff out, and you're going to be buying shit, and you're going to maybe be in some debt or put some shit on some credit cards or go out and take out a loan. Like, all of this shit is a reality if you want to be an entrepreneur. But I'm telling you something, in the long run, it's worth it, because you can't put a price tag. You can't put a work ethic tag. You can't put an hourly tag on financial freedom. You can't put an hourly or a price tag on being around people who are like-minded. You can't put it, and if you've never done it, stay the fuck out of the comment section, because you don't know what it's like, right? If you're on the sidelines, if you're in the peanut gallery, if you're just hanging out at the water cooler at your hourly job, going into an office, working for a boss that you hate, you don't have the balls to start your own business, stay out of the comment section, right? Stay out of the comment section. Because you don't know what it's like to be an entrepreneur. You don't know what it's fucking like to grind your ass off. You don't know what it's like to go and take out a loan and have your fucking back against the wall. You don't know what it's like to travel across the country or get on a plane and travel across the fucking world to come into a mastermind because you're so hungry for information and knowledge, because you want to hear it from the horse's mouth. You don't have the guts to do it. So stay out of the comment section, right? But if you got the cojones, if you got the balls, if you got the guts, right? If you got the desire, if you got the passion to do this thing, if you're willing to get on the plane, to take out the loan, right? To stay up late, to work your ass off, right? If you're willing to do those things, you will never go on a better ride than this. You will never go on a better ride than entrepreneurship. You will never go on a better ride than the laptop lifestyle of digital marketing in 2017 and beyond. You just won't. Because every single day, I do what I want to do. I live where I want to live. I drive what I want to drive. I put around my neck what I want to put around my neck, right? I eat where I want to eat, and I don't have to look at the right side of the menu anymore. I buy what I want to buy. I walk around with a stack of cash in my freaking pocket if I want to, right? Because that's what I've earned through busting my ass and taking risk, right? Because I've done shit that others ain't willing to do, and I got shit that other people ain't got. And that's just the fact, right? And I know, again, sometimes, you may rather be around somebody who's, maybe a little bit, gonna coddle you a little bit more. I don't have it in me, right? I don't have it in me, because I believe that you have greatness in you. I believe that the only reason why you haven't stepped into your true potential and become the best version of yourself is because you haven't had somebody get in your fucking face and tell you that you have everything that you need inside of you for greatness. That you, like Les Brown says, have greatness inside of you. I've been listening to Les Brown for decades, right? You have greatness within you, but you have to be hungry, like he says. You got to be hungry. Got to be hungry. Got to want it. Got to want to eat, right? And if anything, you got to want to play the game, man. You got to want to get in the game. If you'd rather just sit in the bleachers at the football game, the same for you, right? But if when you're sitting in the bleachers, you can't wait to get down and get in the game. If you can't wait to be on the field, right? If you can't wait to be on the field when you're at the game, then get your goddamn shoulder pads on, put your cleats in, and get on the field, right? And that's what this is about. This is about the risk versus the reward, right? Because entrepreneurship, it's a risk, and it ain't for everybody, right? It's not for everybody. And I want to be very clear about that. It's not for everybody. But if it's for you, you better make a damn serious decision about who you get involved with, right? Because there's a lot of people out there, right, who at first are really good at putting on a mask and a facade, acting as if they're one thing. But let me tell you something. When you meet them and you look them in your eyes, that's why I think events are so important. And events are the backbone of what we do here at Legendary. Is because you could, see somebody online, right? You could see somebody on old Facebook Live. You could see somebody taking selfies and putting it through 15 filters on Instagram. But when you meet somebody and you shake their hand and you look them in the eye, you know if they're the truth or not, right? So at Legendary, we give our members an opportunity to come and be in that immersion sort of environment, to look somebody in the eyes who's getting results. When you see me there in the room, when you see Dan Henry, when you see Rizala, right? When you see Ryan McGinn, when you see Larry, when you see Bill Thompson, when you see Andy, even when you meet, another member who's had success, when you meet a Dave Henning, when you meet a Happy, when you meet a Sean Lowry, you know, when you meet a Giorgio come from Italy, when you meet these people, right, and Andrea, right, when you meet these people, when you look them in the eye and realize that, you know what, they're no different than I am. They may have a few more years under their belt. They may have a little bit more experience, but the only difference between me and them is just the time I've been in the game, right? It's just the difference between the amount of snaps I've taken as a quarterback, right? You can't expect to be a great player unless you get on the field and take the snaps. So you got to get in the game and take the snaps, right? You got to be on the trainings. You got to be at the events. You know, you got to, in order to get the reward, you got to take the risk. And that's with anything. It's not just with what we're doing, right? But you got to make sure you're doing it with the right people. And so again, we're every single day just growing and helping people make more and more money, real money, sitting for them to cash out. And it's not because it's some 2% daily Ponzi scheme. It's fucking, we pay a commission when a product is sold. That's it, right? And you know what? If your commissions are sitting there, right, they're going to be there when you come, because we have an e-wallet system. Everything about our system is advanced technology. It's custom coded. Everything's done. It's not going to crash. We just released a new back office. It's all done by the best developers, the best engineers. We have the best of the best in every aspect of our company. And we've built everything to be here for the long term. And quite frankly, I'm building everything so that if something happens to me, Legendary still exists for you. Right? If for some reason I come down with some deathly illness or some freaking, we always use the joke on the team, get hit by a bus, then Legendary will be here for you, right? It will be here for you. It's your business. I just happen to be the one of the leaders inside of the company. I'm not the only leader, right? We're developing new leaders from the inside out, and eventually you will be doing the live streams. You'll be doing all the webinars. You'll be doing all the speeches from stage. And I'm just going to be in the back of the room facilitating and helping, and then eventually I'll get old and your kids will be doing this, right? Because Legendary is something that's legendary. It's not temporary, right? It's built for the long term. It's built to be a legacy. Somebody asked that at our mastermind this weekend. I want to build something that's here for my kids. Well, you can look at it, right? So put in the work and get in the game and take the risk and go all in financially, not just with your business, but with your heart, right? With your heart, go all in. Make the decision to get on the field and take the freaking snaps, right? Take the snaps, get the practice, take the shots, shoot the free throws, do it, practice, right? It's got to be something that you do every day. And you know if you've got it or not, right? Because you're willing to take the snaps, to make the shots, to show up and do the practice, right? And you know who you are, right? And if in the majority of the time, the complainers and the refunders and the people who, those are just the people who don't want to take the snaps. I already know who they are, right? I know you as soon as you pop up. Anna knows who you are in support. When somebody sends in a customer support ticket, we already know somebody who's not willing to make the free throws, somebody who's not willing to show up 10 minutes early to practice. That's okay. I've seen those people all my life, and we love them. We don't shame them. We don't blame them, because we honor everybody's goals and journeys, and we honor our policies and our refund policies and everything else that we have in place to protect people. However, I'm not talking to those people right now, because we talk to them all day long in customer support. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you that showed up on a live stream on 9:50 at night after you just got done coming to an event for 3 days. I'm talking to you who has, wasn't able to make the mastermind, but you've been all in working all weekend, and now you're on the live stream. It's Monday night, and you're getting ready to kick ass this week. You're looking for some fuel, right? Well, I'm the gas station. I'll give you that fuel so you can put it in your engine and go. And with that being said, I want to close with just telling you that you have something unbelievably special inside you. And I want to thank you, each and every one of you guys, for making my dreams possible. Because just as hopefully I have the privilege to help you make your dreams possible, you make my dreams possible, right? I was just an old junkie. I was just an old homeless street kid who was on the streets for 10 years, who didn't have any direction, who had no future, who was supposed to either be dead or in prison for the rest of my life. And I got out and I found this industry, and And because of me having having the right direction and the right passion, and just everything that I'm talking to you about tonight, I was able to turn my mess into a message and turn my struggles into my strengths. Everything that I thought and was told that was a defect of character and a shortcoming, I've been able to turn into an asset and a real true benefit to my life and others. All of those survival skills that I used all my life, the same ones that you've used in your life, all of the things that have kept us alive, and maybe even we've used them not in the best or most positive ways in the past. This business gives us an opportunity to be able to use those skill sets to be able to influence people, make a difference in their lives. And because you guys are involved and got behind my message and my truth and what I'm doing, and kind of my vision for myself and for other people, you have helped make my dreams come true. And every day I get to live a life that's beyond my wildest dreams because of that. And that's why I work so hard for you. It's not because I have some big dream board of buying some 15,000 square foot mansion. I don't. I really don't. All I want is a good life for my family, a good life for my daughter. I want her to go to good schools. I don't want to have to be forced to live in a certain house or live in a certain neighborhood or drive a certain car. I just want to have freedom to do what I want. But mostly I just want to hang out with my people, right? I've got more events scheduled now to where all of the trips that I'm taking and the vacations that I'm taking, they're all with members of our community. They're not just me and my wife running off, going and having a vacation on our own. We're fucking traveling with you guys. We're hanging out with you guys. We're doing events every 90 days with you guys, right? I've got a 1-year-old daughter. I'm not traveling. I'm working. I'm grinding right now, right? And I'll be doing that for a very long time, not because I have to, but just because I love to do this. This is what I love to do. And you guys are part of that, and you are the part of that, and I appreciate you. And this is my 100% focus, is to help you and help us take our opportunity here at Legendary into the stratosphere and do something that's never been done before. And so thank you so much. I'm humbled. I'm excited. I'm full of energy, even though we just got done with an amazing event. I'm full of energy and I'm full of passion. And I hope that you guys got something out of this tonight that will help fuel your week to go out and crush it. And so with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up right on time, which is Dave Sharp time, baby. It's all time. It's all the time. No, I'm just joking. Have a great night. Have a great week. Let's rock it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. See you guys.